There's a U.S. House race in Southern California the entire country will be watching this year. Some believe it could determine which party controls Congress this fall. Republican Ken Calvert has held the seat for decades. His main challenger is Democrat Will Rollins. And KCAL's Nicole Comstock is live in Corona, where the stakes are pretty high. Hi, Nicole.
Hey, Pat. Well, Will Rollins was in Palm Springs earlier today meeting with firefighters, volunteers, and voters. Right now, he's headed here to Corona for a watch party, and he says what he thinks voters in this district want is a change. Ken Calvert, on the other hand, was in D.C. earlier today, but we did just speak with him over the phone about 30 minutes ago now. He says he thinks he'll continue to represent this district because he knows what's in everyone's best interest here. Here's a rundown. It will be a pivotal race and tightly contested for California's 41st congressional district seat, one that could help flip the Republican majority in the House in the fall. 32-year veteran Republican incumbent Ken Calvert and Democratic challenger Will Rollins are facing off in the March primary. If they win the top two spots and face each other in November, it will be one of the most closely watched House races in the nation. That's because of 2021 political redistricting that changed the landscape of voters in the Inland Empire. The 41st now stretches from Corona down to Lake Elsinore and all the way to the Coachella Valley to include Palm Springs and La Quinta. Calvert bills himself as a conservative former small business owner from Corona, focused on securing the border, cutting the cost of living, and cracking down on crime.
No, he's the extremist. I mean, he's the extremist from Los Angeles, the left-wing progressive prosecutor who's the type of prosecutor you don't want, the Gascon type of prosecutor who lets criminals go. I'm not interested, and that's why I've been endorsed by our county prosecutor, our county DA, and by the county sheriff.
Will Rollins bills himself as a public servant and former prosecutor, focused on growing the economy while protecting the environment and reforming the criminal justice system.
This is somebody who joined the lawsuit seeking to overturn Roe, who previously voted for a national abortion ban with no exceptions. So I think most families in Southern California believe the government shouldn't have a role in your personal health care choices.
With a nearly half and half mix of Democratic and Republican voters in the new 41st district, both candidates say a lot will ride on how they've appealed to that large chunk of independent voters here. Reporting live in Corona, I'm Nicole Comstock, KCAL News.
Thanks so much, Nicole. And there is an important proposition on the ballot, Prop 1. It would provide